Today's GoldieBlox video is brought to you by Missing Link.
Missing link, missing link, missing link.
In theaters, April 12th.
April 12th, April 12th, April 12th.
Are you good?
No.
Hey Goldie Squad, so we just
Hi.
made it to the Laika studios.
Yes, we're here.
And it's so cool. So we're gonna go in.
Guys, we're gonna like see clips, we're gonna see behind the scenes.
Like the costumes are made, we're gonna see how it's rigged. It's gonna be so cool. He's just over here catching snowflakes.
Got him!
Let's go in!
I'm the new sheriff in town.
I'm the new sheriff in town.
Let's go.
Yes. Oh my God. This place is insane.
It's gigantic.
It's like a freaking football field.
It's like a Costco.
Yeah.
It's 120,000 square feet.
How many people does it take to make a stop motion film like this?
450 people have worked on this movie in the past 5 years.
That's craziness.
And we're going the wrong way. So we're gonna turn around.
We snuck into one of the biggest sets. We're going backstage giving you guys a tour.
Are you ready for this review?
Are you ready? Reveal time. 2, 3. Yeah! Yeah, this is where Sir Lionel and Link meet for the very first time.
Yeah.
The beginning of a blossoming friendship.
Standing sets like this one, they literally shoot on them for 2 years.
And there's duplicates.
Yeah.
Because they had to film like in the same setting,
Yeah.
with the same characters,
Yeah.
at the same time. Also, this grass is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like,
Ooh, that noise.
it's like paper.
Saving the planet. This is so cool. So guys, we're here in the Sir Lionel studio, and it's so cool.
This is so cool.
Like the like precision and like details blow my mind.
So basically, like, they had to innovate. You don't have legs.
You can't see them anyway.
They have a complete rigging system underneath the set. So if you want a knee to move, it'll move underneath like the little like silicone. So it still looks like she has legs, but they don't actually exist.
And then back here, they call this a jetpack. You can move her back like up or down.
Side.
And it's really cool. And it looks like a
that.
jetpack.
Yeah.
In the trailer, she's like,
What does it mean?
Keep out, we hate you.
so we should probably get out. She hates us.
Oh
my gosh, look at that.
It looks like ape teeth, right? What is that?
It's a butt. So, walking you through the steps of making a puppet,
This is what they start with.
prototype.
As soon as they see the 2D photo, they go, okay, what is this gonna look like as a 3D image? So they have like a sculptor. They like carve the image. What's going on with this? What's wrong with it? How are we gonna fix it? This guy, he got real big feet. That ain't it, sis. They cut him down. And then they finally go, okay, so how are we gonna bring this to life? So the armature is the skeleton of the puppet.
The armature takes 9 months out of the whole process. It takes a year to make the whole puppet, but
Yeah.
9 months of it is spent on this. In the back, they have this thing which is called the squash and stretch, and you can like adjust like if it's slouching or if it's like up straight.
These subtle like differences will make it seem believable or not. So then once that happens, it's time for the final model. Pour a mold and then they put the silicone on it.
All of her clothes are very colorful, which is, they're saying how it's quite rebellious for the Victorian era.
Look at Adelina here, fashion forward, also wearing these pantaloons, but really have been frowned upon a little bit and looked a little bit like underwear. Suffragettes wore them on their bicycles. But that's part of the big costume story, is finding the costume that supports the character and their arc of their emotional arc of the story and how they interact and play out against other characters as well.
Made this.
Oh wow! We tried making it.
See, we made like a little homage to like each of the characters.
Oh, wow,
Get the best.
We tried. Our own
It's a
DIY.
That's fun. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. I like the one hand.
She wears literal like heels and like a corset and like has her makeup done and her hair poofed. And like just to go on an adventure to go find Yetis.
Because like the pieces of fabric are so small, they use like surgical tools, like
Or,
the
like,
rounded
stitches.
scissors.
If something's not working out, they hack their own like tools. And I can relate to that a lot because like I do that a lot too. Look at the little itty bitty shoestrings. Like,
Yeah.
that's like, parquet. Like, how? I just got back from Portland and I am gonna do my own stop motions. All of this is upcycled. So this is an old cardboard box that I had and I like made, you know, forest scene, just like the one we saw at the Laika stage. And then I took some like pillow stuffing and I made some like stuffed clouds. I took inspo from Adelina. Basically, I had these gloves. They're like little drawstring tool bags. We put like earrings in. I took some inspo from Sir Lionel. So then I cut up some jeans and I like hot glued and sewed some like beads on it and Velcro. I took this old like doll hat that I had and I hot glued some like yarn on it and I cut it and I styled it. It's like this bright orange because it's obviously like the missing link. The statue is actually an old hack. It's from my Oscar video. If you want to check that out, link down below. I spent no money on this. Yay, go me. Okay. I have some easy tips for beginners to stop motion. So the first one is basically you don't want any movement on your camera. So just put it on a tripod right there, just like you guys. Second of all, you want to take as many photos as you can. I think I'm gonna do 12 frames a second, but they did 24 frames a second. So take more photos than you think you need. And the third step is basically you manipulate the puppet to your thing, and then obviously you want to step out of frame. But when you step out of frame, just step in the same space every time. Because then if you like, you know, move spaces and you're gonna catch a shadow. So now that the puppet's all dressed and ready to go, let's do some animation.